So restorative practice is about talking to the student, making them see what harm they've done to other people, and getting to restore that situation. And so often that could just be a one-on-one with the teacher, but also it might be in a bigger situation. It could even be a class conference where the student has done something that's upset a lot of people in the class. So we often have a class restorative meeting, and often we will have parents as well involved in some of those restorative meetings.
You need to separate the action from the person. And again, you're looking at the behavioural aspect of what a student might do if they've made a mistake, but still keeping the integrity of the person in highest regard. And again, students will respond very positively when they know that they have an action to be accountable for, but you're still caring for the individual.
It's a school thing. It's the audited way. Attitude, organisation, respect, expectations, responsibility and enjoyment. So it's a school-wide thing. So we all learn that, and that's what we go by every day.
We have high standards and we expect them to meet the high standards. The girls know that. I'm often at the gate in the morning if they're late. The parents know the high standards. Macaulay's known as a strict school amongst the community. And I believe if you look after the little things like uniform, lateness, moving around, then you're not going to have problems with the big things.
It's good for them to just encourage us to keep going and remind us of our role in society and our value, how important we are to our communities.
What we've got now currently is we call it the Waimondley Way, and there's 4 expectations that we expect the children to follow when they're at school, and one of them is around keeping hands and feet to yourself, and we often talk to the children, why do we do that? And they know that it's to keep themselves safe and keep others safe, to being in the right place at the right time, to respecting people's property and the school's property, and part of that expectation is one of the things that we talk to the children about is that it's all right to say no. It's all right for people to say no, you can't borrow such and such, and that you should be able to accept that. But I think the most important one for us in terms of the expectations that we have on our students is making good choices, and that's sort of a theme that we have within the school. I really deal with behaviour now in the school, which is acknowledgement of the consistent approach that the staff have with behaviour. When I do have to reprimand children, when they do come into my office, I only say a couple of lines, and that is, are you here for a good choice or a bad choice?
The behaviour of our pupils has changed over the 5 years of our school. At the beginning it was punitive detentions, so forth. We totally changed the model, so we have a thinking model. So in the classrooms, it's all focused back on learning. So the teacher, we have a red card, yellow card, green card system. So great behaviour, positive affirmation. The children love positive affirmation. A green card, positive response. If they're not on task, a yellow card. Just think about what you're doing. But no one's angry, no one's yelling, it's all nice and calm, it's about learning. A red card means time out, have a think. And so they just have a thinking spot. There's a few questions there that they think about what they were doing when they're asked to go down, what should they be doing, and what are they going to do when they come back to the classroom. And the child and the teacher have a discussion about learning, and the child's back into their work. The peer mediators are helping in the playgrounds, it's keeping things down, we're addressing issues as they come along. So that the tone's changed.